In the third quarter, we saw Caitlin Clark take it to the rack. When she takes it to the rack, I don't think defenders are prepared for how quick Caitlin Clark is. I don't think defenders are prepared for how quick and how easy she can get to the rim. They're just not prepared for it.
The Indiana Fever came away with a huge 95-91 overtime win over the Atlanta Dream, and several players stepped up when it mattered most. Caitlin Clark finished with 26 points and 9 assists, while Kelsey Mitchell kept her 20-point streak going with another strong scoring night. But the biggest surprise was Mikayla Timpson. She had one of her best games, putting up 20 points and 7 rebounds while making plays all over the court. The Fever continued looking for her around the basket, and she took advantage of those chances. Atlanta had opportunities to close out the game, but they couldn't finish. Indiana stayed in control when the pressure increased and eventually secured the road win in overtime.
I told y'all Angel Reese was garbage. I told y'all Angel Reese was pure garbage. How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? Angel Reese, you had me laughing at you, girl.
Caitlin Clark showed once again that her offensive game goes far beyond three-point shooting. She finished with 26 points and 9 assists while going 9-4-20 from the field. In the third quarter, Clark started attacking the basket aggressively, and Atlanta struggled to stay in front of her. Her speed allows her to get to the rim before defenders can properly react. That has become a major part of her game this season. Clark can score at the basket, knock down mid-range shots, and step outside for extremely deep threes. That combination makes her difficult to defend. She did have 5 turnovers, but overall, Clark delivered a strong performance and played a major role in helping the Fever complete the comeback.
Third quarter picks up a little bit. The fourth quarter, the Atlanta Dream, I don't want to use the word choke, but they choked bad. They choked bad. Alicia Gray won on an absolute rampage in the third quarter. But the Atlanta Dream scored only 9 points. And usually we're the team that only scores single digits in a quarter. Watching the Atlanta Dream crumble in the fourth quarter reminded me of...
The Atlanta Dream looked like they had control early in the game. They entered halftime with a 4-point advantage and appeared to be in a good position against the Indiana Fever. But the game completely changed once the pressure increased. Atlanta struggled to score in the fourth quarter, managing only 9 points. Their offense lost its rhythm, and Indiana took full advantage. Alicia Gray had a strong stretch earlier, but the Dream couldn't maintain that momentum late in the game. Kelsey Mitchell had 18 points by the end of regulation and then scored 2 more in overtime, keeping her 20-point streak alive. This was an important win for Indiana, especially because Alicia Gray and Rhyne Howard were both available. The Fever earned this one by fighting back and executing when it counted.
The last 11 games, Caitlin Clark is averaging 26 points, 9 assists, 3 rebounds, shooting 50% from the field, 41% from 3, and 87% from the free throw line. Caitlin Clark is the MVP, the GOAT, the best that ever did it and got away with it. Clark show, baby! Caitlin Clark destroyed the Atlanta Dream.
Mikayla Timpson responded in a big way after a disappointing previous game. This time, she finished with 20 points and 7 rebounds while shooting an impressive 9-4-13. Her value wasn't just on offense. Timpson defended different positions and took on difficult matchups, including Angel Reese and Rhyne Howard. She doesn't need to constantly shoot from outside to make an impact. Instead, she understands where to position herself and when to attack the basket. That helps create room for Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston to operate. Then, when the opportunity appears, Timpson attacks the rim and finishes. Her energy, timing, and basketball awareness gave the Fever a major boost throughout the game.
With it. Mikayla Timpson, 20 points for Mikayla Timpson. 9 for 13. Like I said, last game was an anomaly. We never really saw Mikayla Timpson had a stinker like she had last game. She bounces back today with a monster 20-point, 7-rebound game, plus 10. She defended on the wing. She defended in...
Kelsey Mitchell is getting closer and closer to making history. Against the Atlanta Dream, she scored 20 points and extended her streak to 19 straight games with at least 20 points. That leaves her just 1 game away from tying Aya Wilson's all-time record. Mitchell entered overtime with 18 points and needed only 2 more to keep the streak alive. She got them. One of her biggest moments came late when she attacked Angel Reese off the dribble, created separation, and drove straight to the basket. It was exactly the type of play Indiana needed. With Caitlin Clark creating opportunities and Mitchell continuing to score consistently, the Fever have a strong offensive combination. Now everyone will be watching to see if Mitchell can tie the record in the next game.
Getting laughed out the gym because you're garbage. Look at this. Look at this. Ah! Look at Caitlin in the background. Ah! You're a bum. You're garbage. I've been trying to tell y'all. It's been smoke and mirrors with this girl for so long. She has leaned on building her popularity.
Caitlin Clark delivered another deep three that immediately grabbed attention. She pulled up several feet behind the three-point line and confidently knocked down the shot. But the real story is how much more complete her scoring has become. Clark is no longer relying only on deep threes. She can drive to the rim, score from the mid-range, and still step way beyond the arc when she gets the opportunity. That gives defenders multiple things to worry about. Against Atlanta, she finished with 26 points and 9 assists while shooting 9-4-20. She also committed 5 turnovers, but her overall performance was still strong. Most importantly, Clark continued showing that defenders have to respect every area of her offensive game.
6 seconds left. Ryan Howard has the ball, getting guarded by Sophie Cunningham. Ryan Howard travels, right? I'm pretty sure this is a travel, right? This is a travel. One more time. This is a travels. Okay. Shoots it, airballs it right into Angel Reese's lap. And you know what everybody's...
The final possession before overtime gave the Indiana Fever plenty to think about. With only seconds remaining, they had a chance to win the game, and both Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell were available. Normally, you would expect one of those two players to be heavily involved in that situation. Instead, the ball went to Aaliyah Boston. Sophie Cunningham immediately looked for Boston instead of waiting for Clark or Mitchell to get open. That left Boston in a one-on-one matchup against Angel Reese. The issue was that Boston had struggled offensively, shooting only 6-4-16. She attacked the basket, but Reese managed to stop her. The Fever eventually won in overtime, but that final decision definitely gave fans plenty to discuss.
The first time against the Washington Mystics, when Caitlin Clark sent us to overtime. They can do these out-of-bound plays to give it to Caitlin Clark or give it to Kelsey Mitchell. Why on earth are we going to Aaliyah Boston? And this is the call, because Sophie Cunningham didn't even look at anybody else but Aaliyah Boston. She didn't wait for the play to unfold. She didn't wait for Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell to get open.
The Atlanta Dream had one last chance to win the game in regulation, but the final possession went completely wrong. Ryan Howard had the ball with only seconds left, but her shot missed badly and ended up in the hands of Angel Reese. Suddenly, Reese had a wide-open opportunity near the basket to win the game. But she couldn't convert either, and the game went into overtime. Indiana took advantage and eventually finished with a 95-91 victory. Earlier, Caitlin Clark also created a great opportunity for Michaela Timpson with a behind-the-back pass. Timpson missed the first attempt but immediately grabbed her own rebound and scored. That effort perfectly represented the energy she brought throughout the night. In the end, Clark, Mitchell, Timpson, and the rest of the Fever made the plays they needed to secure the win. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, follow, and share it with others. And let me know in the comments who you think was the MVP of the game.